Peace and blessings, everyone. Ramadan Mubarak. You know, these are my morning drives. I got something on my mind, conversations. So I just want to tap in real quick before I jump into my first meeting. Today is May 11th, 2021. It is actually the birth anniversary of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I would highly encourage all of you, all of us, as a people, as Black people, as humanity, to take a moment to study the man. You know, pick a topic, listen to an entire lecture, not cliff notes, not some version that somebody gave you, but actually go to YouTube or just go to finalcall.com and purchase a lecture on there. You can download it. Some of them are 99 cents, MP3s, MP4s, whatever it is. But highly encourage you all to study the man. He has spoken on thousands of lectures from 1980 to today. So you got a topic, you got something that's, that you want more information about. You got anything from divorce to losing a loved one, to leadership, to talking to our youth, to talking to the hip-hop community. I mean, you pick a genre and pick a topic, Minister Farrakhan has addressed it. And he has addressed it in a way that comes from scripture, that comes from God, really rooted in the Bible, So I just, that's my little testimony. That's my encouragement for anyone and everyone that hears this, to study the man, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. There will only be one like him. Don't ask me who comes after him, saving the, who's going to lead the nation. Hell, it's going to be you and me that lead the nation. So it ain't, we don't need to talk about the successor and any of that. There's only one Farrakhan, and today he celebrates his 88th birth anniversary. Now, with that being said, I want to just briefly talk about a couple things. In 2007, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan delivered a lecture series, a 3-part lecture series called Justifiable Homicide. And if you remember, in 2007, the movie American Gangster came out with Denzel Washington. Great movie. But there was a reason that movie came out in Hollywood at that time. And in 2007, the Justifiable Homicide series talked about the executive orders that were being passed at the highest level. It talked about really, until we value ourselves as Black and brown folks, we cannot expect other people to value us. And so they police officers, anyone that would murder us, including ourselves, would be labeled or would be given the permission or the excuse of justifiable homicide. So look up the words justifiable and look up the word homicide, just for your own understanding. But that's exactly what we've been seeing really before 2007. But if you look at the numbers and the peaks of the deaths and the murders of Black men and women, starting from 2007 to 2021, you will see there was an increase, astronomical increase, by the hands of police officers, law enforcement, people acting like they security, Zimmerman, and some other stuff. So anyway, you'll see an increase starting in 2007. And I bring it up because that lecture series was pivotal. And had we paid attention to it, we would understand that if we did some of the steps that were talked about in those lecture series, we may not be in the situation that we're in today. So the reason why these murders of us are considered justifiable is because we have not, and this is real talk, y'all, we have not stopped killing ourselves. Period. I'm not excusing white people being white and murdering us because they hate our skin. I'm not excusing that. But until we accept the challenge and the obligation and the accountability that we have to stop murdering ourselves, ain't no way in the world I can tell an officer to stop murdering us. It don't make sense. Because guess what he gets to say? Well, y'all killing yourselves. It's just like the N-word, right? We get mad when white people or anybody else uses the N-word, but we turn around and use it every single day. And so the argument when they hear us say it is, well, you call each other that, and what we gonna say? Yeah, well, we put the A on it, it means something different instead of the ER. Like, we still on that immature level? Come on, y'all. So it's very similar to the N-word when it comes to us murdering us, right? Many of our cities, Atlanta, Phoenix, LA, Detroit, all these bigger cities with predominantly black communities, have been cleaning up their communities, right? And there's a statement that we've been given by Minister Farrakhan about make your community a decent place, right? It's on us to make our community a decent place. I'll be damned if I ask somebody else to come into the neighborhood or where I live to clean it up. I'm not asking the National Guard to come in and help us put our guns down. No. That is an obligation of you and I as adults, as saying, hell no, we're putting a stop to this. We're not going to mistreat our women, our children. We're not going to mistreat one another. We're not going to continue to shoot people because they stepped on your J's. We're not going to continue to fire back because somebody, whatever, mistreated or called you a name. Like, at what point do we insert conflict resolution and restorative justice and peace, love, and harmony and freedom, justice, and equality? When do we insert that as a community? So, yeah, there's a war on two fronts. There's a war with others that are killing us. But the main war that stops that war is us killing ourselves. So I ask you all, and I ask myself, and I ask all of us together, look at the enemy within, right? The only reason that a devil on the outside has any control over us is because the devil within listens and gives him power, him or her power. So the moment we look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm not going to respond like that anymore. When I see my brother and my sister, I don't give a damn what they do to me. I'm not going to take their life. Because I'm not the author of life. Right? So, anyway, y'all. I'm a little fired up about it for all the reasons. It's a lot going on in the city of Portland. And there's a group of us that want to hold us accountable. Not to excuse the other BS, not to excuse politicians, not to excuse city council, not to excuse those who have the money to do something that they're supposed to do. Not those who got millions of dollars for prevention, but no grassroots organization has seen the money. I'm not excusing them. I'm not giving them permission to get off the hook by any means. But what I am saying, I'm not expecting them to care more about me than I care about myself. That is the real issue. I'm not expecting the same person who's oppressed me and continues to perpetrate racist policies. I'm not expecting them to all of a sudden save me. What? I'm not even expecting them to give me any of the prevention dollars that the federal government gave them to solve the problem. The heck does that look like? So that's the point, y'all. We can hold institutions accountable to a degree, but how you gonna hold an institution accountable to a system that was written to oppress the black and brown? What we hold them accountable to? To continue to do it? Because that's all the system does. So no. When do you and I stand the hell up? When do you and I say, you know what? The next person I see mistreat a young child in my face, in my community, I'm talking about them. I'm holding them to the standard. And in real civilizations and communities, y'all, when there was an individual that created disharmony in the community, guess what happened to them? They came up missing. They were excommunicated from the community because you can't have that in the community. When do we start living like that? When do we start calling out the folks, the pedophilia, the people who are mistreating children, the people that are committing domestic violence? When do we call them out and tell them they can't be in our community? Because you can't just be around us committing that type of act. But see, we so damn passive here in Portland. We so passive. We accept everything. Oh, that's family. No, it ain't family. No. Anyway, y'all, that's my whole premise. I ain't letting nobody off the hook, especially somebody that looks like me. You got a higher standard around here, and you call yourself woke, and you think you know something. Then interrupt the cycle that is happening. Because I swear to you, if Portland has a projected homicide rate of 100 this summer, Portland, I know people that have moved to the city because they were in hot spots. They were from LA. They were from Watts. They were from Chicago. They were from cities that had these numbers. They came here. I'll use the word escaping. Yeah, they came here because that was not us. That's not what Portland is about. And now we got numbers like that. And you want to be mad about a billboard? Man, if you don't go sit down somewhere about a billboard. It got your attention, didn't it? It served its purpose. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Check out Justifiable Homicide 2007 lecture series. You can get your copies on finalcall.com. Or you can hit your sister up, Traveling Pillar, and I got you. All right? Y'all have a fantastic, as my brother says, blacktastic day. Stay positive. Be agreeable, not divisive. Be supportive, not a deterrent. And love on your brothers and sisters. Peace.